Hey everybody, it's Jessica and welcome back to the Ebony Escape and Happy New Year. I'm posting this video at the end of the week because there's a lot of pressure, of course, with a new year to come around to like commit to all these big goals and big changes and stuff like that. And of course, I have different things that I want to do and big changes I want to make and projects I want to pursue and all that kind of stuff. But I feel like, for me at least, the best way to go about it is to ease into it. If there's anything that I've learned in the last few years, it's that you need to give yourself grace. So we're about a week into the new year at the time that I'm posting this video, and I just wanted to share a couple of things that have changed so far for me. So New Year's Eve, I decided to cut my hair, and it might not look like that much of a difference, but my hair was basically I would say between armpit length and the bottom of boob length. It was like here, as far as the length. If I were to like pull it straight, it was like there. And now I've cut my hair so it's about shoulder length, so it's about here. So it's like that. And it was a very interesting process. I was scared because I chopped off like a good bit of length. I was definitely one of those girls that was like trying to get on the way to waist length or just having long hair. Like I just wanted to have long, thick hair. My goal was basically that I wanted my hair to be thick and long enough to have chunky two-strand twists and just wear them all the time. And I know that that takes time and all that kind of stuff. And my hair has grown. But my hair has carried a lot of stuff that has gone on in the past few years, and I really think like Nicki Marina like made a good point in her video when she talked about it, how she carried a lot of things with her in her hair, like memories and trauma and different things, and cutting it off was like therapeutic. And I felt like the same way for me. And on top of that, I've been having some issues with my hair in the sense that I wanted to have a certain look so bad, like the two-strand twist. And whenever you've seen me in two-strand twist, that's added hair. That's expression braids or Marley or something. That is not my hair. But, you know, I chose those textures because I wanted, like, if I ever to do my hair, like, with extensions or anything, that it would look like my texture. But I got so tired of it, and eventually the rubber band method two-strand twist went down to a bun, and then I didn't even want to put the bun up well anymore, and it would fall down into like a single Sade braid, and then I got sick of it. So I've been thinking about getting like a heart-shaped cut for a while now. So what I did, I cut my hair so that back here is short and it gets kind of longer up to the top. I basically didn't cut the front section. Like this is still the same length that I've always had. So if I were to stretch this out, this comes like past my chin. I remember when it used to be like here, then it got to my chin, now it's past. I decided not to cut the front, and I basically cut like a section here, 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 and here, and I came out with like this heart-shaped cut, and I really like it. But the thing is, I'm kind of realizing in Diare, like, I am not my hair. Like, I love hair. Y'all see me draw hair a lot. I really love the expression and artistic sculptural nature that comes with hair, specifically type 4 hair. But this helped me to realize that it's okay, that like my femininity is not in jeopardy if my hair doesn't reach down to my behind. It's fine. I'm realizing that. And also, when I look at some of these hairstyles that I think are really pretty among so many, one of the hairstyles that I have that I keep as a drawing above my desk is a girl with hair like this. And one piece of art that I bought from Justin Copeland is a girl with hair kind of like this. She has more of like an afro where everything is like pointing outwards and mine is like just kind of down. But I was like, this is fine. Like, I like this and it's easier for me to deal with. And also, to be honest with you, the way that my hair was, having the bunned hairstyle and having everything back in a braid, I'm really tender-headed, and it was getting to the point where my scalp was sensitive to the touch and it was just in pain. And now I don't have that problem because all I'm doing right now at this point is just two-strand twisting every night and letting it out. Because at first what I did gel and tried to like Deadman brush it, but I was really impatient and did not want to detangle. So it kind of it was okay, but to me it was not my favorite, and it may just be jacked up. And so then I just decided to 2-strand twist it, took it out, and I got like a pattern like this. This is like a couple days in actually of retwisting it and undoing it, and I haven't really added product since the first time. It's mostly spray leave-in conditioner and gel. And I think that maybe tonight when I retwist it, I'll like spray it with some water and then put like some curly conditioner or something like that in it, like leave-in, and just do it like that for tomorrow. It's really continuing to reaffirm me that like my hair is not my entire being and that is okay. And it's also reaffirming me because it's like, just because the hair that grows out of your scalp does not reach to your tail, does not like take you out of the pool of femininity, and you are just as much of a woman as anyone else. And I think that that's awesome, because when I look at different women out there, I don't question their femininity because of how long their hair is. Like frickin' Okoye in Black Panther, or Nakia in Black Panther, like they had short hair, and like I didn't question their womanhood or whatever, and I thought they were some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. And it's okay for it to be kinky, and it's okay for it to not be long. And even if I do want it to be long, if I want to add inches in to make it long, that's fine. And it's my business, and it's your business, and it's making me feel better, because it's like I can really do what I want. Like even when I went to work after cutting my hair and doing it like this, as opposed to like having it braided down or just long past my shoulders, like no one said anything. Everyone was just like, hey, Happy New Year. And it was just chill. And it was just like, girl, you tripping. Just be comfortable in yourself. And so I'm learning how to do that. So that's good. Another thing that I did is I was racing to create a new journal. I was just working on updating my planner so that I had like a better kind of situation for planning the next year. And what I worked out is I basically took some of the same pages that I'd already designed and reconfigured them around so that I could have this new setup. And what I realized is with my planner last year, I was doing the daily planner. And I think that in reflection, the reason why that was working for me in a way, or maybe why I just decided to use it, was because I literally had to take it day by day. Like I didn't know what to expect from life, and I also just did not feel good. So I was just trying to take it day by day and adjust to my new situations, new thoughts, old things and old thoughts. And so I was just taking it day by day. So that's why the daily planner worked for me. But for this year, the difference is that I decided to combine the monthly format, weekly, and daily format. So I made it so that I have a table of contents that's hyperlinked, and you can jump to each different month. So it's an undated planner, so you can still write in what days and whatever. But if you wanted to go according to 2023 and like stick with the timeline and everything, I have it linked so that you can click to the months and you can click to the weeks. So you can click to week 1, 2, 3, all the way to 52, whatever. You can click to that. The thing with the daily part is I have it organized so that you can click to each month, and then you have like a monthly spread. You can say this is January, these are the days in January, this is what I'm doing in January. And I also have the weeks for January as well, so you can write out your week. If you want a daily option, I have linked a daily template. So that way, when you click on it, you get a daily template. So you can just scroll down to the daily template and say you're in GoodNotes. You could say that you want to copy that page. Then you can just switch back to the hyperlinked version of the document in GoodNotes and then click back to the week that you were on and do that via the table of contents. And when you get to the week, you can just paste that daily page in there. And so when you decide that you need a daily day to write in what you need for that day, you can. But you still have that month to look at, and you still have those weeks to look at, and those are all hyperlinked, and the dailies are more of just kind of like a custom thing you can add. And I also still have the blank page and the dotted page that is hyperlinked as well, and I have templates for that. So you can put those in when you need them to, and you can copy and paste those pages where you need. Other than that, I have also added these tabs that link to different journals. So I basically made them blank and I made them dotted pages, but you could still like copy the blank page and put that in if you don't like the dotted version. And the reason why I did that is because I needed a place for like most of my ideas at least to exist. So these different journals, I have 8 tabs for them to link to the different journals. And so they could be whatever you want or whatever you need. You could decide to make one like your reading journal or tracker. One could be like your diary or just like your life journal kind of thing. They could be whatever you need them to be. And I also have it set in like a grayscale tone, so it's more like black and whites. So it's not focused on like a particular aesthetic, and it's more minimalist. So you can really add in your own colors or decorations or stickers, digital stickers that you'd like to add for that. So I think it's really good. And especially this year, I've got different things going on that I'm excited about. Like, for instance, I'm going to be doing the Black Ink Book Festival again, and I'm going to be speaking on a panel about Afrofuturism. And I'm really excited about that because it's right up my alley, and I'm nervous, but it's going to be really good. And I'm also going to be a vendor at the Black Ink Book Festival, so I've got books, and I've got some other merch as well. So I'm ready for anyone that's ready to buy a book or buy some stickers or bookmarks or anything like that, or anyone that wants to just talk and chat about writing, about stories, about whatever. So I'm going to be doing that, and that's going to be taking place next week. And the festival is going to be happening from January 12th to the 14th. Also going to be a vendor at VirtuousCon. And if you don't know what that is, basically it is sci-fi and fantasy stories for the culture, like black sci-fi and fantasy and that kind of stuff. So there's panels for that. And there's also other people that are vendors for that. And it's going to be on February 25th and the 26th. So I'm really excited for that. And I think that with this planner and how it's set up to account for any means of planning, whether it's monthly, weekly, or daily, I'm going to be able to get a layout, not just of what I'm trying to do today or trying to process today, but really focusing on planning ahead. And I am going to make this available on my Etsy shop as well. So if you want to get into it and plan, you can. And even if you are not into dated planners, I just have this linked so that you can follow weeks 1 through 52 or 54, how many weeks it is in the year. And you could just work with it at your own pace and write in your own times. Or you could go with it as it's linked and just follow it like as if it's 2023. But if you want to get started in March or you want to get started in January, it doesn't really matter. But I just hope that this can be useful to you and be helpful. So there is also another thing that I wanted to tell y'all about, something I went to go see yesterday that was really heartwarming and inspiring and made me feel a little bit better about the world, and that was Shen. I went to go see that. It is a performance that circulates around telling short stories through classical Chinese dance in one long performance. And I've been seeing advertisements for Shen for years, but I'd never gone to see it because the tickets are a little... But they have the right to be that expensive because all that goes into it. Like, the tickets gotta cost something. You know what I'm saying? And I understand why the cost is up there. But you know, I was in college most of the time when I was like saying, oh, I'm not gonna go. But I decided to just bite the bullet and go because I knew I was gonna regret not going. And I'd been regretting not going. And it was so beautiful. And this is the program that I got from the event. And there's a means of technology that is used in the performance via projection. And that's something that I used in college with my own thesis for a capstone project that I made called Microcosm. And it was about projecting an animated background that dancers could move around in front of, and they could have like a dance performance with this interactive background to like immerse you into a world. And I'd seen different people do it, like companies like Enra and Creature Technology and all that kind of stuff. And so I was really interested in doing something like that. So Shen has that. It's a type of dance that I'd never seen before, and it's a bunch of short stories that are shown to you through this performance, implementing those two things. So it's stories, it's dance, and it's projection technology. And those are all things that I'm interested in. All the costumes are so bright and colorful, and they were telling all these beautiful different stories. And each year they do a different story with their performance. And the technique that they implemented, all the spotting that was required for all the turns, like, I was just amazed by them. They did such an amazing job, and I think they were so inspiring. And on a sincere note, I just want to sit and talk with the artistic director who came up with Shen way back in like 2006, I believe, because it's just so amazing and it's just so interesting. And here I was in college thinking like, oh, I want to do something like this. And this man has a patent on the technology that they use in order to do the projections for their performances. And this is just all that I'm just so interested in this. And I just think it's so amazing. Now I'd love to just learn more about it. When you live in a society that gives you information about how you should think about other people who are different than you, no matter who you are with your ethnicity, your race, or whatever, and then you go out and you find out. You go and you look for yourself. You go, you find different things, and you learn about different people and their different cultures. It really makes you feel a lot more connected and appreciative of the diversity that we have in this world. And so when I saw this, it was like a whole new means of inspiration. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm getting the album book that they have for this year's performance just so I can look at it and just think about it. And it's gonna go with my other art books, and it's gonna go by all the art of this movie and all that kind of stuff, because that kind of stuff is so interesting to me. How this man, DF, the artistic director, was able to create a whole world using the technology and classical Chinese dance and all this different stuff. So it was such an amazing performance, and it was so beautiful, and I'm glad that I got to see it. And it was kind of like a nice way to start the year. There's also a live orchestra playing. There was a soprano soloist who was a powerhouse. And then there was also two ladies who were soloists, and one who played the piano, and she did such a wonderful job. And there was also a woman who played the air hoop. I'd always heard that instrument. I did not know what it was called, but I'd heard it in different music before, and it always sounded so pretty, but I didn't know what it looked like, and I'd never seen anyone play it live. And she played it so well. She played it so beautifully. It was just absolutely amazing. And so I was just astounded and felt really thankful to just be able to sit and see someone play this instrument and play it so well, and to just be so skilled at their craft. So it was really so awesome. And this was a nice way to bolster me and make me feel like, yeah, you can make your own stuff. And seeing other people thrive in making their things and bringing people together with something like Shen from the performers to the audience was really encouraging, because I would like to bring people together in whatever it is that I make as well. So it was really awesome, and I'm just thankful that I was able to see it. And I've already started off well by getting into my planner and going to see this lovely performance and doing my hair over and feeling a little bit more secure in myself. So as you go into this new year, I would encourage you to give yourself grace, but also to go out and do the things. You know what I'm saying? That it's okay to be scared, but lean into the fear and just try the things, because you know what's going to happen if you don't do it. You're going to be stuck in the same place that you were. But, if you go ahead and you just try the thing, you can say that you did. And you never know. It might work out. You might get something together and do something that you thought wasn't possible, all because you tried. So outside of work too, find what you enjoy again, and have fun, give yourself grace, feel your feelings, and try to give others grace as well, but don't let people walk over you, okay? But I think this is a good start, and I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing, and thank y'all for sticking around and watching my content. And well, more than thank you for watching my content, thank you for being here on the journey with me. I really want to build a community and, encourage others and, make you feel entitled to be yourself by watching me be myself, not putting myself on a pedestal. But, when you watch someone unabashedly be themselves, you feel a little bit braver to be yourself. It's kind of like in this one poem that I heard in Aquila and the Bee, in one line, this is paraphrasing, but it basically says, when you let your own light shine, you unconsciously give others permission to do the same. So I hope that by being myself and by trying things and doing what I want to do, that I encourage you to do the same for yourself. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you for the 53 subscribers who are here and wanting to participate and be in this community and are interested in watching my journey and like your own journey, developing that as well. And also thank you for the 100 hours of watch time, you know, because this is the thing. We can only go up from here. We can only make more cool things from here. So I encourage you to, you know, let yourself do what you want this year. See what happens. But thank you so much for watching. Bye, y'all.